Welcome to Unleashing Your Potential, tips to become the best version of yourself. I would like to welcome you to this podcast and helping you to become the best version of yourself. I'm your host, Davida Shensky, and you're listening to Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success on a daily basis. And today we have an empowering message lined up just for you. We strive for personal growth and continuous improvement, don't we? In this episode, we'll be sharing valuable tips and strategies to help you unlock your full potential and stop and help you step into the better version of yourself. So, are you ready to embark on a journey of self discovery and empowerment? Let's dive right into our top tips for personal transformation. Embrace self awareness. The first step towards becoming a better version of yourself is cultivating self awareness. Take the time to reflect on your strengths, weaknesses, values, and passions. Understand your emotions, motivations, and patterns of behavior. By becoming self aware, you can make conscious choices and align your actions with your true desires. Set inspiring goals. Setting clear and inspiring goals is crucial for personal growth. Identify what you want to achieve and break it down into smaller, actionable steps. Ensure that your goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Or, as the acronyms say, SMART. And create a plan to track your progress. Remember, each step forward brings you closer to a better version of yourself. Practice daily self care. Taking care of your well being is essential on the journey to personal transformation. Prioritize self care activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. This can include regular exercise, healthy eating, quality sleep, mindfulness practices, and engaging in hobbies that bring you joy. Remember, self care is not selfish, it's necessary for your growth and happiness. Cultivate a growth mindset. The next tip on our journey for self improvement is cultivating a growth mindset. Embrace challenges. View setbacks as opportunities for learning and the growth, and believe in your ability to develop new skills. With a growth mindset, you'll approach life's obstacles with resilience and determination, paving the way for continuous improvement. Surround yourself with positive influences. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire, motivate, and challenge you to be your best self. Seek out supportive relationships, whether it's through friendships, mentors, or communities that align you with your values and goals. These positive influences will uplift you and provide valuable support on your personal development journey. Re- Remember, personal growth is a lifelong journey, and embracing these strategies will set you on a path towards extraordinary transformation. At one point, I was so frustrated that I dropped out of everything, feeling like I just needed a break from the world around me. Days went by. It was probably the hardest time of my life, but now I consider them as the most helpful days of my life. The break from the world made me realize how important it is to focus on positive traits rather than drowning in sorrow like I was doing. From rock bottom, I started my personal development journey. Years later, I am here to share what turned my life around. You will find hundreds of courses online on development skills and whatnot, but the firsthand experience might help you just a little. Why is it necessary to pursue personal development? Before I jump into the ways that you can become the best version of yourself, you need to understand why you are trying to improve. The push you need to turn your life around doesn't come from anything, it comes from inside you. Think of your current situation in life. Think of the areas that you can become better, and think about how to becoming better would help you in the long run. The best thing about a personal development journey is that you are not, and that there is no boundaries. Whether you want to pursue a technical skill or an emotional one, it's all part of the journey. And each milestone you achieve will take you closer to what you want to become. When there's the right way, that you'll be amazed at how much further you've come. Your newly acquired skills or emotions will follow you to grow like never before. While all of it sounds like a motivational mumbo jumbo, you'll start to notice differences in both your personal and your professional life. If you're not so good at communication, it might hamper your performance at work. You might spend sleepless nights thinking about what you could have said instead of staying quiet. If you feel afraid before you start to do anything, chances are that you won't be able to complete the task, and the vicious cycle will devour you internally or repeatedly. So, if you can understand what I'm trying to explain here, before anything, find the goal that you want to achieve and think about how it will turn your life around. This will work as the motivation for your journey. So, how to accelerate personal development? This is where I start to share my experiences with you. You might find yourself in the same situation years ago. If not, you'll at least get a general idea. So be more open minded. This was probably my biggest mistake. I couldn't positively look at the world around me. I always thought that everyone thought less of me. And part of that blame goes to my lack of self confidence. I couldn't bear it when someone tried to teach me something new. It seemed to me that they were trying to humiliate me by showing off their skills. If you do the same, your first task is to change your perspective. Not everyone is trying to harm you. You might not realize it, but you have many well wishers. It might be someone in the family or a very close friend. Drop your wall just a bit and let them in. Explore the possibilities that come with learning new things. Even if you feel inferior, if you let them teach you something, you'll become equal. So technically, you won't be inferior anymore. Try and apply the same principles to all different aspects of your life. Things that used to seem negative to you, try to look at it from a different angle. There are exceptions. Some people actually want to harm you and make you feel bad, but the percentage is definitely lower than what you think. Get rid of your fears. Fear is one of the biggest, if not the biggest obstacle in your personal development journey. I'm saying this from experience. If you have an important meeting with a client, you might want to present an incredible idea, but you're afraid of what will happen if the client doesn't like it. As a result, you don't propose it at all. It's a classic example of how fear can interfere with opportunity. Don't let unnecessary fear impact your growth. Personal development is all about exploring uncharted areas. Express your mind without any fear. As a byproduct, your self confidence will grow. You won't feel like you're lagging behind. With time, it'll become easier to be yourself, and find yourself is the biggest achievement in personal development. Learn something new by yourself. Don't rely on others to learn, whether it's your teacher at school or your boss at work. Make time to learn something that you've always wanted to, and learning new things automatically puts you in a better mood. If we dissect the term personal development, it means your own development. Now, what does development mean to you? For me, when there is a betterment in something, it's a development. So by learning something new, you are automatically developing yourself. You can read books. Books are one of the best sources of knowledge and vocabulary. You are bound to get some new information from any book you've never read before. But if you're not so into books, you can start reading blogs. Just go on the internet and search for something that you want to know. There are hundreds of blogs that you read from. Enhance your inventory by yourself. Observe those around you. One of the reasons behind your frustration is the people around you. You think they are better than you, and that's why you want to pursue the personal development journey. Then why not learn from them? It's not necessarily true that the people around you are better, and you need to observe them closely to understand that they are just normal human beings like you. Just as you have some limitations, they have them too. When you observe people closely, you get better at analyzing their behavior. You will easily understand the good and the bad in them. Let go of the bad and adopt the good if possible. learning from your environment is one of the easiest things to do in personal development. Get feedback on your development. By now, you are already deep into your personal development journey, but you need to validate your progress. So why not go to a family member or a close friend to ask for feedback on what you did? It might be a school project, a presentation, communication material on a meeting, improving any of your behavior, or just anything. When you get positive comments on your progress, you get an extra dose of motivation, and you can use their constructive criticism to improve your approach as well. Don't fear feedback, embrace it, and understand it for what it's worth in its own good. Organize your thoughts and work in time. One key element in any personal development endeavor is organization. You must try and maintain everything as effectively as you can. The first step would be to keep your personal and professional life separate. Don't bring the work home. Home is your safe space, and it's the best place to accelerate your journey. If you practice meditation, it can help calm you down and get deeper with yourself. Set aside a time for meditation. The bottom line is organize your day in a way so that you can get to do everything. If your work is stressful and it's a stressful environment, it's even more important for you because stress is another big reason why growth was hampered. When you're not at work, make a to-do list at the beginning of the day. Tackle the challenges one by one. Be a good listener. Don't forget that your personal development is going to benefit you in your workplace also. Destiny only helps those who help themselves, and you need to help yourself to become the person you want to be. Actively starting a personal development practice is one of the best gifts that you can give yourself. No matter how good you are, there's always room for improvement. I would like to take the time to thank you for joining us for this episode of Unleashing Your Potential. I'm Davida Shensky, your guide on the quest to personal transformation. And if you found these tips valuable, share them with others who are also on their journey to self development.